Good morning, student. Today we are going to our new chapter, solid state. In solid state, we have already learned in previous classes matter can exist in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. These are the properties of the solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, definite shape and mass. Liquid, not definite shape. Gas is also not definite shape. Solid have definite volume and also definite volume but not definite volume. These are the main properties of the solid, liquid, and gas. But in this topic, we are briefly study to the solid state. These are some properties. Now, first topic is types of solid. Solid classified on the basis of the constituent particles. It is such as two type: amorphous solid and another one is crystalline solid. First of all, we are talking about amorphous solid. Amorphous solid, constituent particles. Constituent particles means atoms, molecules, or ion. The particles of atoms, molecules, and ion are known as constituent particles. In amorphous solid, these are not arranged in regular pattern. It means these are arranged disorder arrangement, right? Therefore is called short range order. That's clear. Further, the constant particles means atoms, molecules, or ion are not arranged in a regular arrangement. Therefore is known as short range order. Why is called short range order? This is because due to disorder arrangement of the constant particles. For example, glass, rubber, plastic, etc. These are the common example of amorphous solid. Now another one is crystalline solid. Crystalline solid. These are the common solid. Constituent particles means atoms, molecules, and ion are arranged in a definite geometrical pattern, means 3D pattern. It means these particles arranged in regular arrangement. Therefore is called long range order. Right? These particles are arranged in a regular arrangement, therefore is called long range order. For example, in solid, gold, silver, iron, copper; in ionic compound, NaCl, ZnS, KNO3, NaNO3, etc. Now, what is the difference between crystalline solid and amorphous solid? So first, we distinguish between the shape of the crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Crystalline solid have characteristic geometrical shape. This is because these are arranged in a regular pattern. On the other hand, amorphous solid have irregular shape. It means these are randomly arranged. Randomly means not regular pattern. And second point is melting point. Crystalline solid have sharp melting point. This is because the constant particles arrange in regular pattern. Therefore, at particular temperature, the solid convert into the liquid. But amorphous solid have no sharp melting point. Rather, on heating, they first soften and then melt. Right? Soften and then melt. Third property is, it's a very important properties, anisotropy and isotropy nature. First of all, what is anisotropic nature? Such substances which have physical property different in different direction are called anisotropic, right? Different in physical properties such as electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, mechanical strength, reflexive index, etc. Right? Such substances which have physical properties like electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, mechanical strength, and refractive index different in different direction is called an isotropic nature. Solid or crystalline solid have anisotropic in nature. These are clear in a diagram. In this diagram have two different directions, a and b dash, a dash and b dash. A directions, any one type of particles come on the way, while along v dash direction on the other hand m, right? So they have different in different direction. On the other hand, amorphous substance have physical property same in all directions. Therefore, these are isotropic nature, right? And the fourth one is crystalline solids can cleavage along definite planes. It means when crystalline solid cut with sharp edge tool or knife, they cut with a smooth surface, smooth surface, while on the other hand solid can cleavage along definite planes. It means cannot be cleavage along definite planes. It means amorphous solid cut with sharp edge tool give rough surface, right? These are the difference between the crystalline and amorphous solid, right? And our next uh, day we are going to start our new topic. Thank you.